Hello Capricorn Sun sign and Capricorn Ascendant. This is your forecast for May of 2016. And this month I'm doing things differently. Instead of you just listening to what I have to say, I thought it would be a lot more interesting and hopefully entertaining if we could take a look at the actual astrology chart. So this is an astrology chart set for May 1st. This is the symbol or the glyphs for Capricorn. Capricorn's on the ascendant. Each of these little guys are symbols for the various planets. And each of these little pie slices are called houses. So in English, it just tells me what's going on in the various areas of your life. And the first thing that's jumping out at me is that you got a lot going on in your fire sign houses. First house of Aries, fifth house of Leo, and the ninth house of Sagittarius. So the big point of focus is right here in the fifth house. And you got, first of all, the sun in the fifth house. The sun is the ruler of the fifth house. So this is really going to be a really good month for you if you can do what I'm about to say, which is to make enjoying your life more of a priority. So if I could summarize what the fifth house means, it's the house of joy. It's the house of your inner child. And under that umbrella falls love and romance, creativity, and children if that applies. But the big thing that I would say is that Capricorn is the sign that is definitely a hard work and even workaholic kind of energy. And if you're not being productive, you might feel guilty, you might feel fearful, you might feel both. So what I would say is that when you are enjoying your life, you might feel like you should be doing something more productive. And you end up really maybe being quite accomplished, but not really having a good time, not enjoying your life. And I would say, what is the point? So with this energy, one of the things that I would say is reward yourself for all the hard work that you do in your life. Allow yourself to stop and smell the roses. So make time for your love life. If you're single, this is a great month to put yourself out there, to go to social events, to go to artistic events. If you are in a relationship, this is a great time to spend quality time with them, to plan romantic outings, and to let yourself just get away, all right? If you are artistic and creative in any shape, form, or fashion, this is a wonderful month for you. I think you're going to find being creative and artistic to be therapeutic, so allow yourself to do that. Now, Mercury's been retrograde since last month. It will continue to be retrograde until the 23rd of May. And so, Mercury retrograde through the fifth house. First, I'm going to give you a warning, which is Mercury tends to represent miscommunication issues. So if you're in a relationship, this is saying be careful. Say what you mean to say and say it clearly. Also pay attention to what the other person is saying. It will definitely help you to avoid any unnecessary conflicts. This could also be true with your children, all right? The big thing, though, the positive thing, is that this gives you an opportunity to figure out ways to be happier, even if it's in little ways. But that's kind of your homework assignment, I would say, for the month, is to let yourself be happy. And if you're not happy, to figure out why, what needs to change, okay? So the fire houses can indeed say that you're restless, you're bored, and that change is a good thing and you're wanting to implement positive change. And I would say let yourself do that. The next thing that I want to talk about is, let's see, Mars and Saturn. They're both retrograde. They're both in your 12th house. So I think of the 12th house in a couple of different ways. First, it's just an energy that symbolizes that there needs to be a bigger focus on your path in life, or the deeper meaning, or your life purpose, okay? So this is a spiritual energy. Second of all, I would say that it can mean that you don't get enough rest. And this is more like mental, emotional, or spiritual rest. So while this is retrograde, this can say that you do need to, again, allow yourself not only time to play, but time just to rest. And time spent in quiet contemplation, reflecting upon your life, learning the deeper meanings of things is going to be very rewarding for you. Mars here says that there might be some issues around forgiveness, forgiving yourself and forgiving others. At the very least, processing old hurts and wounds as best as you can, finding inner peace, learning the lesson, and being determined to not stay stuck in the past and to let yourself move forward. The last thing I want to talk about is this. This is Jupiter. It's in your 9th house. This is the natural home of Jupiter, so this is quite powerful as well. So it's been retrograde in the 9th house. It's going to go direct May 10th. And this is saying when it goes direct, if you've been yearning to have a vacation or to travel, this is an ideal month to do so. Here you see this green line. This is Jupiter. There's a green line to the Sun. This is called a trine aspect, and it denotes harmony, basically. And it can indicate good luck. But this is saying love and romance, creativity, as I've said, the opportunity to travel. If you do travel, you're quite likely to have a great time, to find it even educational. Okay, so really, at the very least, let yourself get away from it all in the form of a road trip or something like that. But what I see for you this month is just getting out of any stale, boring routines, honor your inner child, and also honor your need for rest. So with that being said, I do indeed hope you have a great month and that you found this to be helpful, and I'll talk to you next month. Bye-bye.